Hello, MACC members. Welcome to MACC's returning series, Powerful Voices, Lasting Impact, for this year's Hispanic Heritage Month. My name is Mya Corbin, MACC's Communications Specialist, and I'll be speaking with the Hispanic and Latinx professionals in our network. The topic that we'll discuss today is bringing collectivist values into human service nonprofits. MACC believes that everyone has the right to well-being, and that's why it's so important that we hear from everyone in our network. Please continue to tune into Powerful Voices Lasting Impact for this Hispanic Heritage Month with more Hispanic and Latinx professionals in the Minnesota nonprofit workforce. Today, I'm joined by Victoria Compaderde, the manager of Latino Leadership at Neighborhood House. We'll dive into collectivism in the workplace right now. Welcome, Victoria. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Mya. It's a pleasure to be here today. I am very excited to share some part of my experience. And let me know what question you have for me.
Awesome. So just jumping right into it, briefly, could you just share a little about your journey and personal experiences as you've grown in your career as a Latinx professional? Like, how has your identity shaped that journey and the ways you show up in your organization and in the nonprofit sector today?
Yeah, I am original from Peru, and I am immigrant. 25 years ago, I arrived to Minnesota, and I have two children. I raised my children here. My background is a high school teacher, and but I started working in nonprofits maybe that my second year of arrived to United States and support families and new immigrants in different capacities. And believe in the working together we can do much better. And finally, I am working for many years in the leadership programs, and right now I'm working with a neighborhood house, and they support immigrants and refugee. Eh, Not only Latino, it's a very diverse community who are coming to neighborhood house to receive the support, very in different capacities.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really the kind of work that we really need to see right now, especially with what is going on right now in the world. So, how do you think leadership at your organization can learn to implement a more collectivist cultural lens?
Yeah, right now my organization, the neighborhood houses in transition. We changed the new president, and the nice part of I felt my experience is see the new president is part of the community and have the experience of use or be part of neighborhood house in the past, or be around the community enough to see the needs. And what I hear, I see, I feel that they ask for questions. They are focus group to us our experience. I feel like my voice is here in the organization. I am part of different meetings, the leaders meeting, and they want to learn from us. And I think the big piece is communication. And I love the collaboration we have with different departments. Like I am working in the leadership department, but other programs like ABE programs, adult basic education, are support the program, and childcare groups too. They are support the program, and we are connecting with basic needs. And it's like a collaboration, collectivists working together for the same service. We're serving our immigrant refugee families who are coming for our support.
Yeah, that's awesome, especially like you guys implementing this across the departments at Neighborhood House as well. That I feel like really moves towards embedding these practices and bringing in that collectivist cultural lens to the entire organization, not just having it concentrated in one area. That's really awesome. So
Yes.
where or how have you experienced collectivism or communalism in your culture, your family, or your community? Have you seen that approach mirrored effectively in your workplace or, transferred over into the workplace?
Yes, I am part of different community organization or groups. I have my own cultural group, and we really our focus is support and helping new immigrants to learn about their heritage and keep it that. But we are working very close and support each other to feel strong enough to go, continue with our heritage. Our cultural group is an example of collectivism, doing the same, going to for the same place, the same goal. And coming from our own culture, if we are talking about the native or the indigenous, the root is be a collectivist, that they are working together for the same goal and they are support each other for the same goal. And I want to see that back, because with all the technology and all the things happening around the world, sometimes people are more focused in their own self. And but we see it's a better result when we are together.
Mm.
And I see in that the other part I see is in neighborhood house in the Latino Leadership program, when the volunteers are coming back and support, and they are alumni from the program. They are really believe in the program. They know the needs of to have more leaders in the community, and they give them back to the community what they receive and helping others to be a leader. That is amazing. I really believe in that. And I know after the pandemic, or during the pandemic, after the pandemic,
Mhm.
there were so different movements. Like there's a group of women. They are walking every weekends, and they are together. They are doing exercise, but they are looking more for have support and community and don't feel isolated, because when you are immigrant you feel
Yeah.
isolated sometimes, and you need to look for some group where you can feel part of or belonging.
Yeah, that is so important, honestly, because, like in the workplace, it can already feel a bit disjointed, but you can only imagine what it's like for people that are coming in and not really, like they're not used to the the environment that they're finding themselves in. So being able to really implement that idea of like, we are here for you, we are supporting you, and you're not alone is imperative, I think. So it's amazing that you guys are doing that kind of work. Unfortunately, I know these really go super fast. I wish we could do like longer conversations because I feel like there's
Oh,
so much more to unpack. But we'll have to try to do a part two potentially about talking about this. But super impactful. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have. Thank you again, Victoria, for being here and being able to join me today.
thank you so much for this opportunity and learning. I think learning from each other and listen to each other, communication is a key for everything. And don't assume anything about culture, because you need to hear from the people who are in the community what is the experience.
Absolutely. We need to say that and put that on a banner, honestly. We need to see that for everything. But everyone, be sure to listen in on the series so you don't miss any of our insightful Hispanic and Latinx leaders and professionals in our sector. All of these short podcasts will be available on our social media, Podbean, and our website, so please stay tuned. Do something that makes you feel joy today, and happy Hispanic Heritage Month. See ya.